Well, it is tax season, and while we're all getting our documents in order, it's also a good time to start thinking about your credit too, because March is National Credit Education Month, and after a very tough year, many people have lost their jobs, and some are even struggling to make payments. It's more important this year than ever to focus on getting your credit in check. So to help us out is Wendy Barlin. She's a certified public accountant. She joins us now live. Thank you so much for coming on this morning, Wendy.
Good morning.
So let's just jump right into it, because credit is so important if you want to get a vehicle, if you want to get a house, but we need to first just start off with those basics. So explain to us about what credit actually is, why it's so important, and then we'll get into how we can check it.
So your credit is everything. That's what the world knows about you. It's what you will get an interest rate when you buy a car. These days, even landlords are checking your credit before they'll rent an apartment to you.
And that is so true. I know so many people who have not been able to get it because of their credit history. But what can we do? How do we go about looking into it and finding out what is our credit score?
Very important. Everybody gets one free credit report a year. You can go to myfreecreditreport.org and get one free credit report a year. You don't need to pay for any of these expensive credit reporting services. You can if you'd like, but every year you can get a free report, and I highly recommend you do that and see what's on there. Make sure there's not a $20 dentist bill from 10 years ago that's adversely affecting your credit.
Exactly, because sometimes you aren't getting those notices in the mail. You just happen to check and it's there. So let's talk about what are the good credit numbers that we should be trying to reach. So we go online to the website you said. What are we looking for? What are those numbers that we should hit?
My opinion is anything 700 and over, you're good. You'll get what you want. You'll get the best interest rates. Anything under 700 really needs your attention. You really need to focus on paying your bills on time. Sometimes, and this is going to surprise people, it actually means opening a credit card. Do you know that without credit cards, that really hurts your credit score?
That is really interesting, because it seems like you're doing the opposite. In order to help it, we have to get more debt.
That's the problem with credit. None of it is really logical, but yes, credit does not depend whether you have a job or not. Credit does depend on how much credit you have and how responsibly you're using it. So when you open 2 or 3 credit cards and show the world that you're using them responsibly, that's how you get to the perfect credit score.
Okay, so let's go through the do's and don'ts when it comes to credit.
So the do is pay on time. Always pay your bills on time. The other do is don't max out your credits. Keep them at about a 60% of the total, and have 3 active credit cards. Those are my 3 big do's. Then the don'ts are, again, don't max them out. Keep 3 active credit cards at a lower level and pay them on time.
I love that. Well, Wendy, where can we go for more information to learn more about the credit score and how we can improve it? Because we need some of these items, the houses, the cars, like you said, an apartment.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of education in our financial world about how to really improve your credit score. There are some great websites out there, but again, please don't pay a lot of money for these. Most of the information is readily available. You just have to dig a little bit.
And one more time, what is the website they can go to get that free credit report?
It is myfreecreditreport.org.
Excellent. Well, Wendy, thank you so much for coming on and sharing some insight about building up our credit score. Definitely appreciate it.
Thanks.